Are you sentimental? Do you keep anything? Boots, shirts, nothing at all? You don't swap shirts? Are you allowed to swap
I've got
shirts?
a couple of shirts, yeah.
What ones have you got?
Steven Gerrard, John Terry, the ones from when we was in the Prem, really.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had that conversation. It was good. It was deep.
It was very
nice.
deep,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Do you keep stuff? Do you?
I'll have your trainers later on. What do you mean, do I keep stuff of what?
Well, what do you keep for your job? Take these at home?
My mind.
Take the mic home?
I've nicked a couple of these muffs before. Nicked a couple of these. Yeah.
Proud of yourself?
Yeah. Very proud of myself, yeah. As long as someone finds out.
Where are they?
What?
Where are they?
Well, they don't clean.
Yeah, my shirts are in like a frame at home, yeah?
Yeah.
Where's your...
My muffs are on
muffs?
My muffs are on a shelf at home. What are you laughing at? They are. I've
All
got
right.
a Eurosport muff, a Sky Sports muff, and a TalkSPORT muff. That's what they're called. Mic covers, muffs.
Fluffy muff?
Pardon? Right, where are we? Yeah, are we still on air? Good. Right, here's a question, Charlie Austin. I think this is a great question as well, because the impact Thomas... We're going to ask the question, who's had a big instant impact. I was thinking about Thomas Tuchel the other day. I think what he has done... No one's really talked about it. It is absolutely frightening. When he went to Chelsea, they were mid-table. They finished the season of Kings of Europe. They're now one of, if not the favourites, along with City, of course, to win the Premier League. What a job he's done. It's frightening, the amount... I think January is a year he's been there at Chelsea, yeah. He's not even been there a year yet. Incredible, isn't it?
I think it's been great for people watching from the outside in. Been fantastic. Imagine being a Chelsea fan and being part of the football club of what he's done. When he came in at the time, it was, like you say, mid-table. You didn't expect them to finish where they did in the Premier League. No. You certainly didn't expect them to be Kings of Europe, as we say. Well, what a job he's done. He's transformed them, really. And in such a small space of time, really.
Do you think he gets enough credit for that? Because no one talks about it, do they?
No, not really, but I think he will. Going off, if he has which it looks like they're going to have another strong season, he'll certainly be up there. Talking of managers of the year, and the job that he has done at Chelsea, I'm not sure anybody expected it really, did they? He come in from PSG, and not that he was unknown or anything like that, but we're thinking, another manager's coming at Chelsea. I wonder how long he's going to last. Is
he under pressure to win anything this season? And when I say under pressure, you and I were talking in the break. Yeah. You mentioned Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's massively under the microscope. You sort of feel he has to win something this season with United.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Thomas Tuchel have to win
something?
Said
to you, no. I said to you, I don't think so, because of what he's done straight away. And I don't think he needs to this year. Do I think they win a trophy? Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't think he needs to, because not that he's given himself that time, which obviously he has, but I'm not sure it's so demanding that he wins silverware. Of course, I think Chelsea fans saying we need to win silverware. Of course, every top club say they want to win something. But if Chelsea didn't this year, then I don't think it's such a big problem.
Because it's not short term. You sort of feel he's there for the long time and he's building. Because when I look at Chelsea, I don't see a weakness. The way they set up, they look so strong. There was that game against, was it Liverpool they had a player sent off? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Liverpool just couldn't break them down. I think the art of defending in that game from Chelsea was unbelievable.
It was great to watch.
It was.
And I think if you look at it now, there was one person away from being complete, and that was Lukaku. He's come in and he's kind of completed the whole puzzle for him.
Mm.
He's galvanised the fans to go again. What was already exciting second half of the season for Chelsea, he's come in and they look like they pushed on from where they finished off.
So the question we're asking is who's had the biggest immediate impact, not impact, immediate impact. You look at Jose's first season at Chelsea, he won the Premier League, incredible, and the League Cup, and I think just as incredible, they only conceded 15 goals in the Premier League for that season.
Which is unreal. 38 games and conceding 15 goals, which is madness. When you really think about it, that is incredible. I think when Jose come in, Chelsea obviously hadn't won the league title for many years, and they'd won the FA Cup, League Cup, etc. But when he come in, Chelsea were spending big money, wouldn't they? Obviously, they continued to do that, of course, but it was exciting because Chelsea hadn't been up the top end of the table as much. They have been, say, throughout halfway of the season, but never completed the whole lot. It was more like Man United or Arsenal. When Thomas Tuchel come in, Chelsea were just mid-table. Like I said, they weren't expected to finish strong. They wasn't expected to go on and be Kings of Europe. I just think the way he's come in, the instant impact that he's had in that short space of time, it's been phenomenal.
And not only that, it's when Frank Lampard was there were certain players you thought, they need to replace Rudiger, they need to replace Christensen, the formation, they don't look comfortable playing it. You know, you would have thought, you mentioned they were only one player short, that was Lukaku. When he came in, you would have thought they were maybe 3 or 4 players short, but now they just look they're confident, of course, you know, but they look the finished article, dare I say it.
Yeah, and their spine. Like, you look at Thiago Silva, for me, he's 36, 37. I just think oozes class. I'd love to see him when he was 30 in the Premier League. Like, well, he has it there. He's a rock at the back for them. Then you got Kante in the middle that everybody would have wanted.
Frightening, yeah.
Which he would get in any team.
Well, we saw the difference he makes when he came on at half-time against Spurs.
Exactly. And Lukaku at top. It's a great spine they've got.
Yeah.
Got a very good goalkeeper now. And all the players around them just fit.
It's interesting you mentioned the spine, because I wonder from your perspective as, you know, the top end of that spine, how important that is as a player, because Chelsea for a long time had Petr, they had John Terry, they had Frank Lampard, and then they had Drogba.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, as good as it's going to get. United have done that as well. You know, you don't need me to tell you about, you know, the Keane and you choose your forwards, but they've always had that, you know, fantastic defence and so on. When you're part of a team and you look down that spine, how important is it for a striker to think, you know, as a unit, as a strength, we've got it?
Yeah, I think so, because then you want a leader in all them positions. They're all leaders if you're in their own kind of way. If you say, look at Chelsea, you say, like Man United, you look at Arsenal teams, etc., etc. But you look at them now, and the back players will say, we defend from the front. Well, Lukaku defends from the front, solid. Then we go back one, at Kante, then we go back, Silva, and then the goalkeeper. I just look all around it, and it's solid all over the pitch. It really is. But it's so important to have. All the good teams have such a solid spine, mate.
So, go on. The question is, and there's no right or wrong answer, but I'm curious, who's had the biggest immediate impact at Chelsea? Is it Jose or Thomas Tuchel? Who do you think? I think if I'd have asked you this, you know, at the end of last season, well, even then they'd become champions of Europe.
It's tough, because they're obviously in the first season, Premier League, League Cup. And Thomas Tuchel is only one, and he's saying only one. Do you know what you mean? The Champions League, but in the small.
Can I ask? I'm curious. Before you answer, I always have this argument with Cundy when I did so. Which do you think as a player is bigger? The Champions League or the Premier League?
See, I got asked this 2 years ago, and I said the Premier League.
Okay.
Because it's the 38 games and it's domestic.
I get that.
But I think the bigger competition is...
If you could have one medal on your mantelpiece, what would it be? Champions League winners?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so. But then if you ask many other players, there's no right or wrong.
Say Premier League, yeah. All right, so go on, who do you think? Is it Thomas Tuchel or Jose Mourinho? Who's had the biggest immediate impact?
Tuchel.
You're going Tuchel?
I am, yeah.
I find it difficult to disagree, but listen, we know how great Jose is, so you can have your sound national radio. 08717 22 334. I'd love to hear from Chelsea fans on that one. This is Drive on TalkSport with WeBuyAnyCar.com. Sell your car in 3 simple steps.